So I want to tell you the story of the first time I met Norb. It was the spring of 1991, and I was finishing up the second half of my first year of college over across town in Hendricks. I was looking to transfer for a variety of reasons. And I heard about the Honors College and decided that, UCA is still close to home. Honors sounded like a good program. I would apply and see whether that was the right route for me to go. So I contacted them. I set up an interview and showed up the appointed date and time. It was a little bit strange to start with because this was the spring before McAllister opened. And so a lot of honors was housed in a big open space. And in my memory, it was all separated by hanging sheets. There may have been real dividers, I don't know. So I show up and I'm greeted by Glenda, I think, or probably Glenda, yeah. And I'm escorted to the section that was Norb's temporary office. And there he is, this philosopher guy, bow tie, tennis shoes. We all know Norb. I don't have to describe him. And we sit down and we're talking, and he's asking me questions. And I'm explaining, who I am, where I'm from, all that good stuff. And then he asked me the obvious question, Maury, you're over at Hendricks right now. It's a really good school. Why are you looking to transfer to UCA? That's a fair question. There were a lot of reasons, financial, social, other, but one of the things that I chose to share for whatever reason was that there had been an incident within the past few weeks before I interviewed where there was some graffiti on one of the bathroom walls that, probably something racist, I don't know. I told him about this, and he looked at me, and he got this look on his face that I didn't recognize at the time, but that I'd come to recognize, that we'd all kind of come to recognize. It's the mischievous little smile that he always got when he was about to ask you a question that he knew was going to make you think. So he smiled, and he said, Maury, what makes you think the writing on the wall is going to be any different over here? I don't remember my answer, but I do remember being struck by two things. One, what a profoundly educator-like question that was. And two, the fact that I might not actually get in. I was kind of a smug guy at that point. If you knew me, you probably already know that. And it hadn't occurred to me. I babbled out some answer, and I did get in, thankfully. Thank you, Norb. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, everybody. But it took me a long time to figure out the actual answer to his question. Because when he asked it, I knew, but I couldn't put it into words. Why did I think the writing on the wall would be any different at UCA? Because of you, Norb. The writing on the wall was different because of you. And that's the first time I met Norb Shudler.